I'll give you another one. If you want to go with, I'll give you another thing I'm doing. If you're interested in, following along with me on this stupid journey of mine, and a lot of people are saying I'm kind of like Antonio Banderas, and he's saying he's nothing like me, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Antonio Banderas' career, right? They're saying a lot of people, some people are saying he's a little bit like Antonio Banderas' career. Antonio Banderas like he's nothing like me. So I'll give you another one that I'm gonna do, and if you want to follow along on my stupid journey, this is my fourth swing. Doesn't even fucking count, right? The pitcher's not even throwing the ball at me anymore. All right, so I came to a realization, right? Okay, so I'm paying off. Now I have reduced my interest payments, even though, okay, so before, let's say before, right? This was how much I was paying off on the balance I owe. And then my interest payments was this high on my credit cards. So now I reduced my interest payments, but they insist I pay a little bit of the amount I owe. So together, it's higher than before. It's a good thing, but it's a little stupid. If you know what I mean, it sounds stupid as all hell. It's a good thing. It sounds hell. So here's another tip you want to follow along with me on my stupid journey. All right, so I realized something. If you have if your cup runneth over, a cup. If your cup runneth over every month, then you can put away some for your savings and for your retirement. And one of the problems, speaking of Sanders' concern and all that stuff, with like poor old seniors who are living in poverty and stuff, one of the problems today is even if you got a liberal arts bachelor degree, you're earning minimum wage. And some people say it's the rich, some people say it's scumbags stealing money. But aside, like, notwithstanding those things, like, of course, something's wrong, but only when your cup runneth over can you start to say. So, say rent is supposed to be 15% of your income, but now it's like 50%, maybe even 80, maybe even 100% of your income. So definitely nobody's cup is really runneth over. I'm not talking about real, you know what I mean, right? On average, nobody's cup is really runneth over. So there's nothing to put away aside, for later on in life or a medical emergency. Right? But I've been trying to do that, and with the amount of, at the same time, you gotta look at the whole kettle of fish. Is that I have these credit card balances, and I realize in my current situation, not someone else's whose cup is runneth over, and they ought to save money instead of going shopping with it all. In my current situation, where I'm on a budget, a fixed budget till I make it, you know, job in the US, the best idea is to plow everything I have that I like, that I don't, if I don't shop, if I, don't eat out or anything, instead of putting it aside as cash, I plow it into my credit cards, like, paying stuff down. And if I do need that money, I pull out my credit card. It's like, why? Because if you put it in cash, it doesn't lose its value, right? But it doesn't grow that fast either. It doesn't lose its value, it doesn't grow. Meanwhile, you're still paying the interest on the debt you owe. And your cup is not runneth over, where you can take extra to save or anything, right? So if your cup is not runneth over, it's just right to the brim. What I'm gonna do is, instead of like, just taking some extra and putting it as cash and just leaving it there, I'm gonna plow it all into my credit card. You never know. By the time I need to use my credit card again, the balance might be down to 0. And then it's nothing at all. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. Most people put away cash when their cup runneth over. But when your cup is just right to the brim. And, how did you get into this situation? Maybe student debt, maybe divorce. Divorce. Student debt, divorce. I live in Toronto, Canada. Heroin is legal. Pot is legal. Money laundering is legal. We got Mexicans up here shooting polar bears for fun. How did you get into this situation? Student debt, legal heroin, legal marijuana, Mexicans up here shooting polar bears for fun. Oil sucks. How'd you get? And divorce. How'd you get in this? Fuck you, how you get into this situation. All right? I'm 45, 46. All right? I got a brain. I'm not going to put up with this shit. All right? I didn't just come here. I don't need my fucking Canadian citizenship. I got it. That's how I got into this fucking situation. Divorce, legal marijuana, legal heroin, Mexicans up here hunting polar bears for fun, oil stinks, everybody rants, nobody knows fuck all about anything. That's how I got into this goddamn situation. All right? And student debt. And divorce. All right? But in a cup, you got into this situation, black tar maybe, and used tires, maybe, and not wearing your seatbelt, and too many beers, maybe, and your cup is just to the brim, it's not runneth over. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plow everything that I don't spend on food, pizza, whatever. Instead of putting it aside as cash, I'm gonna plow into my credit card. By the time I might need my credit card again, the balance will be 0. Can you imagine pulling out a fresh credit card and there's nothing on it? All right. That's sort of like, for some, that's the current state of the economy, right? So I give you another one on my stupid journey. If you want to follow along, that's what I'm gonna do. Don't ask how I got in this fucking situation.